40 years ago, two families and an entire community reeled over the loss of two well-known roadside store workers. A 66 and 53-year-old brutally stabbed to death miles and minutes apart.
It's a double homicide we detailed for you last night here on the Fox 8 10 o'clock news. But tonight we're looking into why detectives say it's the unluckiest case they've ever been a part of. Fox 8's Michael Hennessy has more on the unsolved Oak Ridge killings.
A sweet, silent woman who welcomed hundreds through her door every day.
Ollie Ledbetter had a plan, should someone ever come into her family store with ill intentions.
She said, well, I'll give them what they want and write a check for the balance if they'll just leave me alone.
But on March 23rd, 1983, whoever came into the establishment she and her husband opened shortly after their then 36-year-old daughter was born.
Canned goods, drinks, milk, bread, just a little general store.
Didn't give her that chance.
They were cruel to Mama. How anybody could be that cruel was beyond me.
But Molly Ledbetter's non-confrontational manner came face to face with evil that day.
15 minutes and a few miles down the road.
Archie Kellum fought back.
Detectives say the robber turned murderer turned his weapon on 63-year-old Archie Kellum at the Jack's Gas Mart in Oak Ridge.
The thing about that here again was also the extreme violence. There was a great deal of blood in the back portion of that store.
In the days after the double homicide,
I thought, well, there'll probably be a roadblock in the morning, but it wasn't. There wasn't one for like a week.
Followed by the weeks.
They were setting up roadblocks out in the area of Oak Ridge and Summerfield just to gather any kind of information that they could.
Little changed.
Daddy always said they probably would never find out who did it.
Ollie's husband immediately went back to work. Their daughter, Faye, kept living in the home across the street.
The people that drove by and waved that I didn't recognize, I would always get a eerie feeling, you know, did they do it?
And investigators never pinned down the killer or why they did it.
The only reason we could ever think of was she knew who it was.
I'm afraid she did know them. And they killed her so she couldn't identify them.
But there were names.
Been a hard luck case.
Detectives found a fingerprint on a credit card imprinter at the Ledbetter store and zeroed in on a suspect until his days ran out.
He had moved to Greenville, and he intervened in a domestic dispute between some guy beating up his girlfriend in the parking lot of an apartment complex. The guy pulled out a gun, shot, and killed him.
Another suspect had stayed close to the scene.
We had a guy that we thought maybe knew something about it, and he died in a fire in Oak Ridge. He got out of the house and ran back in to try to save his marijuana and died in the fire.
And the third had gone west, with detectives planning to follow.
And one that we really looked at it close. But Charlotte put in a light rail system down there a few years ago, and they were testing the system, and they ran over him and killed him.
With those leads deceased, more than a decade passed until something else was unearthed.
May of 1995, we found that cash register in Stokesdale.
What the murderer had failed to crack at the Jack's Gas Mart?
Yeah, I mean, he found a cash register out in the woods in a dry creek bed. He figured something was up about that.
Had the potential to blow the case wide open.
We thought maybe we'd hit the mother lode because DNA was just coming into existence then.
It was sent to the FBI, but no fingerprints, no DNA.
Most of the people that were interviewed in that case are deceased. Most of the detectives that worked on it are deceased.
Everybody that worked on it is either died or retired.
Faye has now lived more years without her mother than she had with her.
And I know it's been 40 years. It don't seem like it because I miss my buddy.
Her father died the same year the cash register was found.
Seeing him grieve without talking about it was terrible.
She even volunteered at the sheriff's office to keep the case close. But that first-hand approach only meant she had a front row seat as it slipped away.
This is considered a cold case.
I would just like to know, how would they feel if it was their parent? Wouldn't they want to know who did it?
The sole remaining initial investigator knows if they've worked it this long,
I think about it all the time.
the chances of it being solved are far-fetched.
Huge, huge. Yeah, it would really help a lot.
For Faye,
Why did you make us wait so long?
the slim remaining hope is she doesn't go without knowing who took her mother away.
Now all Mama's family's dead.
In Guilford County,
Daddy and his family's dead. And
Michael Hennessy,
it's just like everybody's gone, but I cannot forget it.
Fox 8 News.
The people of Oak Ridge there in northwestern Guilford County raised $12,000 worth of reward money for information leading to an arrest in this case, but that money was given back to the donors after it went unsolved for 2 years. Greensboro Guilford County Crime Stoppers still offers a reward of up to $2,000 for anonymous information that results in a case being solved.